So welcome back to the Art of Crochet blog for square number 30. Can you believe it? 30 already. So here we are, sunshine yellow yarn. Isn't it lovely? It's just what I need today. It's actually been snowing here, so it's a bit chilly. And we're going to make a filet square, and that means that you start off with a circle made from a chain of 5. So I've made my slip stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now join it into a circle with a slip stitch like that. There we are, little circle, and then into that ring, right into the middle, I'm going to do 3 chain as a standing, and then another 2 trebles into there, and the pattern goes 3 trebles and then 3 chain. So let's get a bit more wool to play with from my ball. Okay, so I've got a 3 chain and 2 trebles, 3 chains again, 1, 2, 3 is a gap, and then another 3 treble. So the first 3 chain that you did was your standing chain to get up to the height of the treble, and then 2 trebles. So now I've done 3 trebles and 3 chain. 1, 2, 3, another, that's 2, 3 trebles, and then another 3 chain, 2, 3. So we want another lot, so it's basically, it's already a square, this one. And we're going to use a filet crochet technique. I know it's written fillet, but it's French in it, so it's filet is how it's pronounced. And 2, 3. And filet is a technique that has lovely lacy, usually square lace, so it's not sort of curly, it's like almost like a net. So there we are, that's the end of round 2. Round 1, and round 2 we're going to do 4 chain and 1 treble into the 3rd chain below. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's round number 2, and we do 4 chain, and then it says 1 treble into the 3rd chain below. Now the 3rd chain, the 3 chain, is this one you did down here, which was the standing chain from the row below. So we need to go back into the bottom of where your chain comes from there. So straight back into there for a treble. And then it says to do 1 chain, and then we're going to miss a stitch and then go into the next one here. We're going to do a treble into there, and then we do another chain, and then do the corner is 1 treble, 3 chain, 1 treble. So into that corner space, 1 chain, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and another treble. So let's see where we are. There we are, I've done one side and gone round the corner, and then we repeat that. So 1 chain and 1 treble into this stitch here, the first of the 3 trebles from the row below, and then 1 chain and miss 1. So miss that stitch and go into the next one. And then you repeat the whole thing again. So 1 chain, 1 treble, 3 chain in this corner, 1, 2, 3, and another treble, then we keep going. So treble into the top of that one, one chain, miss a stitch into the next one, one chain, and then another corner, one. Okay, so here's the last corner, and I've done a treble and a one chain, and then we're going to do a half treble into the corner here that we did there, and that makes the end of round number 2. So just before we start the next row, I'm going to sew in the central end because I forgot to tuck it in before and it was getting in the way. So there we are, just snip that off. And now we're ready to start round number 3. So we've had quite an open, lacy round up until now, and the next round is a bit firmer or more solid, if you like. So we start off with 3 chain and then 1 treble into that corner space, and then we do 1 treble in the 3rd chain below, and that means this one down here. So that was the standing chain from the previous row, which was actually a 4 chain if you remember, because it had the 1 chain gap in between it as well. So here we are, we are going to do 1 treble into this space, and then 1 treble into the stitch, and repeat that. So into the space and into the stitch, and we repeat that 3 times. So I think I've done that, and then we get to the corner space, and in the corner we do 2 trebles and 2 chain. So there's our 2 trebles, and then 2 chain, and then another 2 into that corner space. So I think I'll show you the next side as well, because it's quite complicated, isn't it? So we repeat that down the next side. So you do 1 treble into the next treble. There we are, 1 treble into the next treble, and then 1 treble in space and 1 treble in 1 treble. So 1 treble into a space, 1 treble into there, 1 treble into a space, 1 treble into there, and this is the 3rd time. And we get to the next corner. So it's a bit denser, this row, and then the corner again is 2 trebles, 2 chain. There we are. So here's the end of round 3, and I've done 1 chain, and then we do a double crochet into the top of the 3 chain from the beginning of the round. So there we are. So it's only 1 chain, and then the double crochet makes the extra space. And now we're going to have a row of double crochet. So we start off with 1 chain, and mustn't put your yarn under, because that's a treble. This is a double. So we haven't done doubles for a while. We've been doing trebles, haven't we? So I'm going to do 1 DC into the top of that 3 chain from the row below, and then there should be 11 that fit into here. So not counting that one, so another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 maybe. Okay, so there we go. We've done those ones already. 1, 2. So keep going, double crochet down the side. And then when you get to the corner, we do a double crochet and 2 chain. So oh, I think I need an extra stitch at the end there to make up the right number. And then I do a double crochet, 2 chain, and another double crochet. Now, the reason why these things often don't add up is that you have to start counting right from here. So do you see this in the corner space? There's a little stitch there, and that's my first one. So keep going with a nice, don't do it like me, which is I'm making a mess of it, but do it in your own sweet time. Double crochet around the side, and why not pause the video, and then when you're ready to do the next round or the end of this one, well, reconvene. Pausing videos are great because you can just pause them whenever you like. See you in a minute. So here's the end of that round, and I've done my last double crochet into the corner space, and then you do 1 chain and a double crochet into the first one that you did here to join the row. There we are. Now the next row is trebles again, so we do a 3 chain and then 1 treble into the base of that, like that, and then we're going to do 1 treble in each stitch all the way along. So that's straightforward. It's nice, isn't it, when you get a bit where you don't have to think too much, because then you can let your mind wander and it's not too arduous. It can be very relaxing, the repetitive movement, I find. Okay, so keep going, trebles all the way round. On this 5th round we're going to do the corners like this, which is 1 treble into that corner space, quite a small corner space, but there you go, and then 3 chain and then another treble into that same space. Now it seems like quite a lot, but it's good because it helps you get round the corner. I've nearly finished square number 30. So keep going, trebles in every stitch all the way down the side, and then when you get to the last corner you join with a slip stitch in the usual manner. When you get to this last corner, 3 chain, 2, 3, and then slip stitch into the top of the standing chain from the first row. There we are. Ta-da! Can't believe we've done square number 30 already. So pull that last stitch through, and I've got my bit of paper here already. All I need to do is to find a pen. Square number 30. There we are. Ta-da! Finished.